Riley County Commissioners on Thursday approved a flat budget request of nearly $850,000 for community corrections in fiscal year 2025. Interim Director Megan Lewis says the request is unchanged from fiscal 2024, with just under $394,000 going to the Adult Services Program and over $95,000 for the Adult Behavioral Health Program and a little more than $357,000 for juvenile programs. Lewis noted that grant amounts for community corrections departments across the state have not increased in 11 years. The Community Corrections Program offers ways for people in Riley and Clay counties who have been convicted of a felony to rehabilitate themselves with help from trained employees to avoid repeat offenses and foster a sense of community among those convicted of felonies. Riley County Police are increasing patrols around Bluemont Elementary School after some students there were reportedly approached by an unknown individual asking kids to get into their vehicle. Bluemont Principal Beth Neitzel said in an email statement to parents that the incident in question occurred Wednesday, but she noted the children did the right thing and ran to a nearby trusted adult who called the police. Neitzel said all of the children are safe. RCPD is investigating and have increased patrols as a result of the incident. Director Brian Pete.
But it's something that at this point I believe is probably in more of an isolated situation. If anything, basically what occurred. So we want to find out exactly what happened to the best of our abilities.
Neitzel said the incident serves as a stark reminder of why it's crucial to educate children about stranger danger and safety protocols. Celebrity chef Sunny Lynn Manning will be visiting Manhattan this weekend to share their barbecuing and grilling experience. Manning says her interest in barbecuing and grilling began after she was diagnosed with MS. She took up fitness and nutrition to help manage the condition, and barbecue soon became her life's calling. Manning is a world champion who used to travel to over 45 competitions a year, but now does more teaching.
I am strictly focused on teaching now. So I actually travel around the country teaching backyard classes, doing demos for grill stores and for a charcoal company. I want to get as many people comfortable around a grill or smoker as I can because it's not as complicated as people think it is.
Saturday's morning class from 9 until noon still has availability, along with the Saturday afternoon grill class from 2 to 6 p.m. Registration is required for the event. The Riley County Police Department will be adding license plate scanners to their arsenal of crime-fighting tools. RCPD Director Brian Pete says the technology is instrumental in both the apprehension and prevention of crime.
We are at a point that technology such as license plate readers do prevent and deter crime, but they also, when crime happens, they're very helpful and reducing staff time and finding who these people are and bringing them to justice.
Pete says that already in Riley County and in nearby counties, the technology has assisted in criminal investigations.
We've had several incidences that's happened with neighboring agencies and jurisdictions that license plate readers played a huge part in identifying people and apprehending people in instances or cases that have happened in Riley County or outside of Riley County.
RCPD is anticipating the implementation of at least one plate reader in Aggieville, with others being dispersed around the community. Two of Riley County's longest-serving elected officials are seeking another term this fall. County Clerk Rich Vargo is Riley County's longest-serving clerk, having held the position since 1997. On Wednesday, he announced he'll seek an unprecedented 8th term. Vargo says he still enjoys the budgetary process and takes pride in the county's high bond rating and maintaining election integrity.
Elections, are under extreme scrutiny from everyone in the nation, and so we take that very seriously, and that's the reward. After going through all of those lengthy hours during the election cycle and getting it done right, we're looked at throughout the state and regarded as doing a very good job in elections.
Earlier this month, Riley County Attorney Barry Wilkerson also announced his intent to seek a 6th term in office, having first been elected in 2004. Wilkerson says he still gets a lot of satisfaction in helping crime victims and their families seek justice.
Obviously, we deal with a lot of tragedy. We'd just as soon it didn't happen to begin with, but if it's going to happen, you want to try to make sure that victims or survivors of victims or family members feel like that our office has done everything we can to obtain justice for them.
Riley County Commissioners Catherine Foke and Greg McKinley are also both seeking re-election, as are County Treasurer Shiloh Hager and Register of Deeds Amy Mangus. So far, none of the Riley County delegation faces any opposition. The deadline to file for election is June 3rd. For news anytime, visit newsradiokman.com.
Good morning, I'm Troy Coverdale with your sports headlines. K-State baseball looking to continue the momentum of last weekend's Big 12 Series win over Oklahoma State when it opens a set at TCU tonight. Ty Rule gets the start in the series opener, TCU countering with Peyton Toll. The Cats, 10 games over 500 on the year, 9-9 in Big 12 games entering the weekend.
They have to do good offensively. I think that's where our advantage is. If we're looking at both of the teams and the numbers, we have to take advantage of our run game. But you have to get on base, and that will be the challenge because it's the top pitching staff in the Big 12.
Despite that, the Horned Frogs sit in last place in the conference. Pete Hughes Ball Club gets it going against the Horned Frogs in Fort Worth at 6:30. Coverage tonight on News Radio KMAN at 6. Salvador Perez hit a 2-run homer in the first. Cole Reagans held Toronto in check long enough for rain to arrive, and the Royals bested the Blue Jays 2-1 in a game that was called after 5 innings and a 3.5-hour rain delay. The Chiefs have traded up to select Texas wideout Xavier Worthy with the 28th pick in the NFL draft. Worthy broke the NFL Combine record where he ran a 4.21 second 40-yard dash after a season where he caught 75 passes for just over 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Longhorns. Quarterbacks went off the draft board at a record-setting pace, the 4th time in the Common Draft era that the quarterbacks went with the top 3 picks. 3 more went in the top 12. Day 2 of the draft is today in Detroit. Have a great day. I'm Troy Coverdale.